I'm Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Don't go through a breakup alone. Click on the link in the description below to get a one-on-one coaching with me, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about online fantasy relationships. So, if you've ever done online dating, you know that things are not always what they seem. Now, the way things are in 2016, when we're doing this video, it is 2016, right? Yeah, okay. So, the way things are now is completely different than the way it was 15, 20 years ago. Obviously, there's a lot more social media, there's a lot more technology for direct contact like FaceTime, or you can do video through Facebook, or obviously there's tons of different ways that you can now see each other. Skype, whereas 20 years ago there was a lot more catfishing going on. But even though that has probably been curbed to some degree, there's still a lot of fantasy relationships going on. This tends to happen when people have spent most of their life not getting their needs met. I've talked about a projection of hope before. So it's like, imagine you just have this void in you, or if human beings were a puzzle, and it would be like all these different puzzle pieces that were removed for us, we're trying to fill with the other person and make them complete us. So the reason that I wanted to do this video is because, one, it's a big problem. Let's face it, a lot of you guys out there are on dating sites or trying to talk to girls on Facebook, and you really start to project this fantasy of what's going on. But unfortunately, if you were to spend any time with them, there's a very good chance that they would be nothing like what you expected. So my email today is from a 31-year-old woman dating a fantasy online character named Worf. Now, Worf is from the Blankenstein sector of planet Nebula. Unfortunately, when you're doing online dating, that's who you could be dating. You really don't know. I'm just kidding about that. But, she is a 31-year-old woman who was dating somebody for 2 months. And as I started to read through the email, things became a lot more clear very quickly. She said, if I lose him, I miss him so much. So you can feel the hurt in that statement. I mean, it is just like this tragic loss, the way she talks about it. If I lose him, I miss him so much. You hear that yearning and that pain and suffering in just that short little sentence. So I started to read on, and then I asked her about his family life, and she said, they are hard workers. I never met them. I'm like, okay. So then I kept reading, and I asked her how she handled the breakup. She said no contact, begging to get him back, deleting his social media. And then she said they had talked a couple days ago. But then I said, what was the biggest problems in the relationship? And she said, long distance relationship. It was a relationship in cyberspace. We have not met in real life. All right. Think about this for a minute, guys. Think back to how much hurt she was feeling over this situation, and she's never even met the guy. Tells me she has been very, very hurt before. She spent her whole life being neglected and not getting her needs met. So she's desperate to have somebody meet those needs. And at this point, she's even willing to take somebody who she's never even met in real life. So she says that 2 months ago, I have a oh, she's from Indonesia, by the way, so her English might be a little broken here. I have a relationship with a man from another country. His name, I'll skip that. Oh, he's from Korea. I never met him in real life, but I have relationship in cyberspace. We always message and video call every day. But after 3 weeks of a relationship, he broke up with me. Okay, so she knows he's a physical human being because they were video calling. But you know how easy it would be to just turn on a camera and present to her this persona? Especially after only a couple of weeks. And, you know, he's telling her all these things, how much he loves her or cares about her and this and that. And meanwhile, he could be, you know, doing God knows what. I don't even want to speculate. Oh, well, let the speculation be unanswered then. Or answered. He said that he still loves his ex-girlfriend. I'm really sad. I'm so stressed all the time. But I understood. Well, I'm sorry that you're hurt so bad. I'm sorry because obviously this is not just about this guy who you barely know and have never met. This is about a lot of pain and trauma in your life and a lot of unresolved and unmet needs that have been going on for you. And you're hurting so much that maybe this is the only kind of intimacy you're even getting. So she said, I try not to reply so soon after he replied to me, but he stayed cool and give me hot and cold treatment. I'm so confused and I want him back. I still love him even though he hurt me. Okay, you don't love him. You don't even know him. You just started dating this guy on the internet a few months ago. That's not love. That's about your unmet needs, okay? It's not love. It's a fantasy. It's a projection of hope. She said, I'm a stupid woman. I lose again. I call him and then say, I'm so happy to see him again. And he wants to kiss me and wants me back. He said he will come to Indonesia next year. I said, I need time to be your girlfriend again. But at the evening, he called me and said he didn't love me again and wants to say goodbye. This dude is playing games. The way he's treating her is not okay. Back, forth, back, forth. He's getting her hopes up. He doesn't care. He's just toying with her. She means nothing to him. If she meant something to him, he wouldn't be doing this. You don't treat people like that. You don't get somebody's hopes up and then just 1 minute you say you want to come to their country and then a few hours later say, no, goodbye. That's really messed up. This is what the kinds of things you have to be, wary of with online dating. Till you spend time with somebody, real time with them, you do not know them. People are married for 20 years and you really didn't even know your partner. How often do you hear that? That's crazy. What do you think you're going to know about somebody that you've never met, who lives in another country, and you just started talking to him 2 months ago? She said, I'm so sad, I'm so depressed and stressed, what do I do now? Well, you have an attachment trauma, and he's only a fantasy, and I understand that you're hurting and you're sad and you've never had your needs met, and so you're looking to get them met in any way, shape, or form that you can. And I see this all the time. I have a friend of mine who has a girl that texts him, lives states away, but she gives him a little bit of attention and he feels invigorated. He feels like a new man. And I get it. I understand. But you need to kind of reality check yourself and say, this isn't really real. You don't really know these people. She said, can I get him back again? Can our relationship happen? I believe long distance relationships can work. Well, they can, but he's not saying that he wants that. So you got to look at reality. He's telling you he doesn't want to come. He said he's in love with his girlfriend. He's playing games with you, back and forth with you. He's a fantasy, sweetie. You need to really find somebody who does care about you, and you guys need to find somebody that really want to be with you, working out with you, the good times, the bad. I mean, don't just give your heart to somebody because you're attracted to them and they're the first person that comes along to meet your needs. Because if you do, you're gonna risk getting hurt. Because anytime you get into a relationship, you're risking heartbreak. Remember that. This is why I tell you guys, you need to decide, are you ready for a relationship? And am I choosing a good partner? And yet, those are the two of my lowest viewed videos. Go watch them. You guys really need to think about that and decide, even if you want to get your ex back. So, in this situation, I would say find somebody locally and start there. Spend time with people that are physically around you and you can really get to know them in person. And really take a look at why you're allowing yourself to get so hung up on somebody you've never even met before, and take a look at your childhood and what it was like living with your parents, because I guarantee they did not take good care of you and make you feel loved. So, if you want to get my help personally, go to my website, askcraig.net, and sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching, I do Skype coaching, and I'd be happy to work with you in your situation. If you like the video, put a like on there, and be sure to subscribe to the channel because I do post videos Monday through Friday. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.